Hi Nina, thank you very much for being here with us at the very first edition of the Explorers Festival. We're very excited to have you here.
Thank you.
And you just had the workshop, the adventure Finding Meaning with Work. So I want to ask you, how do you find meaning at work?
Well, it's a long story. We have been working on somewhere for about a year now, and we've been really worried and concerned about how can actually people be happier at work. That's the ultimate idea about it. Meaning is something very subjective, so every person has a very different idea of what motivates you. It can be the people you work with, it can be the content, it can be the how, the methods and tools, the challenge. There, as many people as they are, the motivations are different, and this is a big problem at work today. We see several statistics, something between 70 and 80% people saying they are not happy with their jobs. We really think that by showing what you do, by exposing, the more you expose what you're passionate about, why you do what you do, sharing your beliefs and your thoughts and your motivations, everything that you usually don't see in a CV, for example, and showing what you are about as a person, but also as a working person.
Your real identity.
Your real identity.
Just a blank sheet of paper with some data on it.
And that's the beauty of living in a digital world, that you can actually expose yourself very strongly and multiply your networks. And the more you show about yourself, the more the right people will be able to find you and able to connect with you through similar topics of interest or topics of expertise. And there is a quote that says, "Find your voice, shout it from the rooftops, until the people who are looking for you can find you." And
you can try the central station.
Yeah, okay. Well, I actually found it.
So tell us a bit more about how we can do that through somewhere.com. How can we show our identity and how can we find like-minded people?
So we've been seeing that people are really passionate about Somewhere. So the people who are using Somewhere are really glad to be showing bits of their work in terms of how and where and what and why they do what they do. And we are helping them by giving them little inspirations every day. So asking questions. So what does your workspace look like? So from very light questions, showing what your workspace look like. That tells a lot about you, by the way. If you see, how you organize yourself,
or how you don't organize yourself.
How you don't organize yourself, like me. Until to knowledge topics. So what is service design for you? Or we're still building a lot of questions, but this is the way that people will be able to find each other and connect each other.
So you create threads of topics that you initiate or the users initiate?
That we are initiating. So it's some inspiration for people to share content of their work, because it is a completely new concept. So we realize that it's very valuable to give them these questions, up to very inspirational questions. So what are you proud of? And leave it really open, because it's again a very subjective thing. Is it something, a project I've done at work, or is it something I volunteered for, a social project or something like that?
And what are some interesting stories you learned?
Interesting stories I've learned? I've learned that it's not about having a person and connecting with a company, for example. People connect with people, and what happens is amazing. We've been seeing people getting friends with each other. We've been having couples coming out of Somewhere. We've been seeing people in companies actually starting projects with other people in startups. So what the idea of work has changed a lot, and we need to catch up on that and really allow individuals to connect with each other and see what happens afterwards. And we don't intervene in that. So we basically just give the platform and the inspiration for people to share their work, and what happens afterwards is open. So of course I would like to know.
So you're more of a professional network, a bit of a matchmaking network, but what is the future of somewhere.com? What is the final impact that you're aiming at?
The future is, we basically want to we want to offer a sustainable solution where people can show their work. So there is no platform whatsoever. We see there is a big appetite for people to share their work. So you see bits of work on Facebook, a bit on Twitter, on Quora. But there is no such platform for that. So we really want to offer this platform where people can share and uncover the world of work together, create an open source of sharing inspiration, sharing knowledge, and ultimately offer people new ways to connect in their work context and make people happier at work. And kick off LinkedIn perhaps, because people don't like using it. We've talked to many people.
I wish you a lot of luck in these future explorations. And
feel free to try it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely try it out. It looks very, very nice. And enjoy the conference as well. I hope you mingle with a lot of people and you also find new interesting stories.
Cool. It's a very nice format. I really like the people skating downstairs. And
the parkour guys, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How many minutes?